Folks, this is just a little teaser, but we have the full 2-hour episode available over at patreon.com/reportthispost. In addition to a hell of a lot more posts on the main full episode, you also get to hear this week's This Ain't It Chief, where we read some of the worst posts of the week, totally unrelated to the topic, but just fun little things that we found. Plus, we have listener voicemail. We do a preview of next week's episode, so you can find out what next week's topic is before the commoners do. We do the MGTOW thing. We read a MGTOW post. That's all over there, patreon.com/reportthispost. In addition to that, you get a full bonus episode every week where we read more posts about just whatever the hell we find that's really awful. It's pretty much the best way to spend any amount of money. Let's say around $5 a month would be a great starting point. You can even do more than that, as you should, if you love your country. Now let's get to the episode. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 128 of Report This Post, the podcast about bad posts and bad people. My name is Geiger, and that is Christian.
What's up, gamers?
And we are your hosts with the posts. Every week, Christian, myself, or a listener select a different topic and then find horrible posts for your listening pleasure. And this week's topic, as chosen by a listener named Black Cool Man, is... video game streamers.
Yeehaw.
Thank you, Black Cool Man, for picking this topic that's prolific. And as you and I talked about, this is probably the first topic that made me feel a million years old.
Yeah.
Because it is a world that is huge and popular, and I know absolutely nothing about it.
Nope.
There are streamers who are celebrities, basically,
yep,
who have like entire internet ecosystems dedicated to their existence.
Yep.
Thousands of people just chatting about one guy that plays video games on the computer. And I've never heard of any of these motherfuckers.
Has a t-shirt line at Walmart. Yeah. All sorts of cool
like,
stuff.
Literally, yeah. It's
yep.
like, I don't know what the fuck any of this shit is. So, a real education this past week in researching this topic. And I'm sure your experience is pretty much the same.
Yeah, never been interested in watching somebody play video games. The only time in my life I spent any time watching somebody play a video game is when I would go home after high school with my female friend and watch her play Final Fantasy Tactics just to spend time with her because...
Yeah. That's a certain type of female, the one that plays FFT, I can tell you that much. I've spent time watching video games streaming, but I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to hear anyone playing it. Whenever I watch video games on YouTube, I want no commentary. I want nothing. I just want to see the game happen. So
you just want it to be as autistic friendly as possible. Just
sure,
no distractions.
And I don't want to see some dorky little guy's head in the corner making his unbelievably funny little snarky quips as he does so. Or some of his racist quips, as we're going to see from many of these streamers in this episode.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
The great thing about this podcast, folks, is there's always a good chunk of whatever topic it is dedicated to some of the most racist people online. So this episode is, of course, no exception. And might even be the mainstay of the whole thing. But there's a lot of different types of streamers. based on what Black Cool Man, the listener who picked this episode topic, what his suggestion was, if I recall correctly, he wanted to hear more from the streamer known as Destiny.
Correct. Yeah.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
So why don't we just go ahead and get started? We can start with Destiny, whoever the hell that is. We can hear more about that guy and then hear about all the other horrible guys.
Sure. Well, great. Well, I have a little info on Mr. Destiny here. He's a popular streamer who was formerly a professional StarCraft 2 player, which is just mind-boggling.
Professional.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And he's also a bit of a lightning rod when it comes to controversy. So he occasionally hosts people on his stream to debate them. Top names included would be right-wing figures like Lauren Southern and Tim Pool.
Ooh.
And he has
heard those names in a while.
In a while, right? And he has, by his own admission, received hundreds of emails from former members of the alt-right crediting him for their conversion to left-wing politics.
Oh, okay.
So, bully
Seems
for him.
good, right?
Sure. He's also kind of an asshole. So, back in September of last year during the riots in Kenosha, Wisconsin, Destiny stated on stream, "The rioting needs to fucking stop. And if that means white redneck fucking militia dudes out there mowing down dipshit protesters that think they can torch buildings at 10 p.m., then at this point they have my fucking blessing." So in turn, Twitch went ahead and departnered him from their platform due to encouragement of violence. So he now streams exclusively on his own channel, which when I went and took a look at it on his website, the entire chat was just filled with Pepe memes. So he's definitely got an audience.
That sounds about right. Yep. Why does he think 10 p.m. is such a sacred time? Like they think they could torch buildings at 10 p.m.?
He's a middle-aged white guy, so he's like...
Would 10 a.m. be better? I don't understand what he's... Like, look, I'm trying to sleep. He's got his little nappy cap on and everything.
The candle. Yeah, the candle.
Yeah. The long pajama dress that guys wore back then. What was that about? Yeah. We'll do a pajama episode,
a
folks.
caftan episode, yeah.
Eventually we will get there. So this Destiny guy is a real character. Mm-hmm. Seems he is, as you said, a lightning rod, and he seems to enjoy it. For example, he made a video a year ago where he said he didn't think blackface is a big deal. So... Perfect sort of thing to say. Well, this is posted onto the subreddit Livestream Fail, which exists to highlight such things. And here are some comments about all that. User No Need for Pants said this. "Sorry, dude, this isn't a hot take. This is a dog shit take, and you're grooming teenagers to be racist with your shitty opinions." User Woody Please said this. "As I first heard about blackfacing, I thought it's some kind of joke, but people actually take it serious in America. The amount of free time you must have to complain about others painting themselves in another color is ridiculous." And user Thy Death responded to that with this. "Same, I cannot take these quote-unquote issues in America seriously." To which Future's wife said, "Shut up, white boy."
Okay.
As she's talking to just a couple of just like Norwegian guys that just straight up don't understand.
Don't get it.
Like, what? So you just put paint on your face and you guys are upset? I don't...
Well, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. That hot issue that we face every day in America of whether we're going to wake up and put shoe polish on our face.
For some of us,
it's... the edge of the mirror.
It's a big deal every day.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of strength to not do it, you know. It's,
yeah.
I got my chip, you know, my 30-day no blackface chip. So it's been a hell of a month, man.
It's one of those reticulated ones that when you move it, it goes from black to white. But yeah. Also, the grooming teenagers to be racist is a real weird phrase.
God.
Normally, when you're grooming teenagers, you don't want them to have any sort of thoughts. You just kind of want them to go with the flow. But hey, you know, what can I say?
Normally, when one does that, that's right, Christian. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, hey, what can I say? Speaking of guys being dudes, Australian streamer Mr. Deadmoth was playing a rousing game of Fortnite when his pregnant girlfriend tried to get his attention during his stream. So he did the completely rational thing and beat the shit out of her in front of his audience. Well, he ended up getting charged with assault and his channel was taken down, but our pal Destiny posted his own take on the matter, saying that there are two sides to every story and there could have been abuse happening from both parties.
So true.
So, this clip of him saying that was shared to the R Destiny subreddit, where a now deleted user commented, Destiny with things like LOL, how many people die from slaps, LOL, and he resorted to slapping her real fast, so she must be terrible, are such unfathomably bad takes that I don't care if I don't know if I even want to watch him anymore. I came from an abusive household. My father had anger problems. Sometimes it'd just be a slap. Sometimes he'd choke out my mom. Sometimes he'd dig a hole, throw my brother in it, and start filling it. I'm not memeing here. My father spent prison time for this one. Fuck off with this shit, Destiny. Take your takes are fucking dog shit, and the fact you can't see your project, your experience is hard as shit, while you deride people for anecdotes is the height of hypocrisy. Mega yikes. So user Neo Destiny, which is Destiny's Reddit handle, replied, reminder to permanent ban when I get home. That was one of the times. There are multiple people in that thread that he responded to that showed any sort of negativity to his statement.
Yeah, sure. So this person's dad came home, like, dug a hole and threw their brother in the hole and started filling it.
That's extreme, man.
Whoa. Yeah. Went to prison for that one, which I guess it makes sense, but it's also hard to imagine, like, there's so much missing from that story to go from digging a hole to going to prison. So
yeah,
that's pretty fun.
My dad used to take my Xbox away. Yeah, my dad would make me dig my own grave. What?
Yeah, I made a couple nooses for myself, for my dad to examine. Oh, man. And then after all that, Destiny's like, yeah, I'm going to ban your ass later. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, you know what? Well,
go fuck yourself.
Don't
care. So. You potentially criticize me, so you're banned. Well, I'm reminding myself to ban you later.
Yeah, I'm at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, what is he getting home from? He's a career streamer.
He is a hermit.
Is that the office? What are you doing, pal? So speaking of Destiny, he's very active on Reddit. He posts a lot of threads on his own subreddit, as we've seen. One in particular received this response from user Alva Lanker a few months ago. Hi, Destiny. I used to watch you and Combat X play StarCraft back in the day. Those were great times. I am a huge Trump supporter, and from what I've gathered, it seems you're a pretty hardcore liberal and Trump hater, and I have gone and listened to a lot of things you've said, and I'm pretty disappointed. Uh-oh. I always knew Idra and Combat X were smarter than you and would be more successful. Shit, I might even be more successful and famous than you soon. I just released my debut album. You should check it out. It's available on Amazon, Spotify, iTunes, etc. Band name is Alva Lanker. Just Google it. User Doppelganger07 responded, wow, this isn't a troll? Wow. To which Alva Lanker responded, yeah, wow, amazing, right? People actually exist that love Donald Trump. Can you believe it? You wouldn't know if you spend all your time on Reddit. There's a whole great big world out there. You should check it out sometime. Did you notice Trump is the president? He got elected because people voted for him. That's how our system in America works. It's great. Have a wonderful day, MAGA 2020. To which Doppelganger07 said, I was more talking about your utter delusion to earnestly plug your dumbass album. And I went to Alva Lanker's Reddit history, and I found hundreds of threads started promoting his music in dozens of different subforums. But I also found this very interesting post from our O.J. Simpson trial. I don't dislike O.J. at all. Things happen. Sometimes people get killed. It's nature. He is a great person. So, this guy likes to take a break from his promoting to toss in a spicy little take here and there. I respect it.
The guy, he knows what he likes. You know, he knows who he likes. He knows what he likes.
Yeah.
You know, and God bless him for
his music, by the way, is dog shit.
I could only imagine how atrocious
it is. It's like there's a video of him. He's just like, he looks like an 8th grader playing electric guitar in like an alley, and the music is just like real instrumental guitar rock, which is one of the least mainstream types of music. I don't know what he's doing, what his plan is. It sucks ass. He's got like a gelled spike hair look that was popular in 2001 maybe.
From
possibly even that was too late.
From 98 to maybe 2001, yeah.
Yeah, so he's all over Reddit promoting that shit, and so many threads with 0 comments, like nothing, just absolutely nothing.
He's just like, I'm just gonna sneak on in here and leave this little treat for everybody. Good
but maybe he'll be more famous than Destiny one day with that music.
God,
I guess we'll find out.
Can you imagine people remembering these streamers like 20 years? Back in my day, we used to watch PewDiePie.
Who the hell knows? I don't know.
I'll be dead, so who cares? Someone posted an R Overwatch. Quit my full-time job to pursue streaming. 24-hour celebration stream for my man-child dreams.
Nice.
I've been posting here since the creation of the subreddit and visit daily for the highlights, news, and memes. Smiley face. Absolutely loving the game still and the community attached. Just want to make a quick post to say I'll be doing a 24-hour stream to celebrate me handing in my notice and pursuing becoming a full-time streamer. It's been a dream of mine for a while, but with the stress of having a mortgage, I've been too scared to make a move to try it out. The thing is, I'm only getting older, and I have to make a bold move eventually, so why not now? It's not a common thing to celebrate quitting a job, but here I am doing it. Edit. Had a bunch of people from Reddit head over and watch the stream. We're well on our way to the 200 sub mark, which is a huge step in the right direction. Iced Manta replied, I hope you realize you missed the first step, which was making a fan base so you don't financially fall over when switching to full-time streaming. And Iru added, kids don't do this. And user Tough Steak commented, LOL, which I think we can all agree with.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's... When I saw the thread today, I was like, oh, good for this guy. And I was like, oh, shit, he skipped a somewhat crucial part of the quitting the job thing.
Now that I have 200 streamers, I can very well pay my mortgage.
Yeah, that'll give me, at the absolute max, what, $80 a month? Maybe? Maybe? Oh, good Lord. Hey, speaking of, folks, Christian and I are looking to quit our jobs. And you can help with that if you go over to patreon.com/reportthispost. Subscribe to that. I think we're both just going to quit our jobs after we upload this episode. So we're really counting on you guys to fucking step up to the plate and make this work, okay? It's up to you guys. We got the full episodes every week. We got bonus episodes every week. The month of February was Reboot This Post.
That's right.
Where we did basically full additional bonus episodes of the main show.
Very stupid.
It was a lot. It was a lot. It's a lot of work. But thankfully, we don't have actual jobs anymore because we both quit, so it's not a big deal, right?
Now, in order to quit, you would need to have a career, correct?
So there was something called Twitch Plays Pokemon that was popular several years ago. The idea was that Twitch users would collectively play the original Pokemon game on Twitch by entering commands, and then the game would follow suit. Something like 1 million people were playing it at one time, which is absolutely insanely stupid to even fathom such a thing. User Sopri from Tumblr thought it was powerful for a very interesting reason. Twitch Plays Pokemon is actually really good practice at using gender-neutral terms or addressing a multiple system. TPP is literally a multiple system, and people have no trouble addressing them as them and they, because this is a tangible example of so many identities sharing one character. It's really not that hard. Oh man, they finally reached Celadon City. All hail the Helix fossil. They deposited Pidgeot. They is a real and acceptable pronoun. And several people there pointed out that the reason they said they is because multiple people are playing, not because it's someone's individual pronoun. So it's not, there's no gender thing here. It's just proper English to say they when referring to. It's not, there's nothing revolutionary here. It's just whenever there's multiple people, you just say they. It doesn't matter. You've said that your entire life, and you always will.
You gotta bring it back to your own thing somehow, though. You gotta find that thread.
Yeah.
And just hold on as tight as you can. If you believe in it hard enough, it's got claps so that fairy can fly, baby. Man,
it's so funny. It was like, these are just standard words that are just used all the time.
This is just the English language. This is not a statement being made.
This is what you learn in 2nd grade.
Oh my God.
You know that?
Well, hey, good for they, them.
Them. Good for
them.
Good for Gem. Yep.
Cool. Well, speaking of people with different stuff going on, this is from RABDL, the subreddit for adult babies and diaper lovers.
Great.
User AB Caitlin posted video game streaming, but with diapers?
Ooh.
I've been wondering if people would watch a little/ABDL theme stream like Twitch, but I'd obviously have to have it elsewhere. Obviously, I'd be wearing littleish clothes and padded up. I'd also probably do various ABDL themed challenges, like having a funnel and tubing set up and pour ice water into my diaper whenever I die in Dark Souls or something similar. Probably some kids games as well. Thoughts? And a user with the account name Film in Diapers replied, I don't really watch Twitch streams, so...
This guy's got other streams he's worried about. This guy's all about streams based on his username. This ROP, she should check out something called OnlyFans or Chatterbait or something, because this sounds very pornographic. A funnel with ice water poured into the diaper?
Just those baby things, right? That people do.
Babies love when you pour ice water into their diaper. I watch a baby all day, and I can tell you for a fact that's what he loves. Just dumping, just ice cold. What the fuck? Have you looked into film diapers?
You know what? I didn't. I just saw the.
Okay. Let's see. He's looking at. One of his most recent activity was on the subreddit r gay porn hunters.
Okay. Do you want to know the first thing came to mind for me is like one of those bowling alley video games that's like has the fake shotguns in it, but it's big game hunters and gay porn hunter. That's cool. All right, cool.
What's even more crazy is that he's 19 years old.
Good God. Well, he's a film buff. and a buff, I guess, huh? So.
Yeah, to already have those two things is pretty impressive. I still don't have a personality. This guy has several before his 20th birthday. Good for him. So I found this interesting post in our Twitch. Twitch needs an option where you can block female streamers from your recommended. I just want to watch Fallout streams, man. I'm not trying to bust a nut to cat-made cosplay girls. I got no problem with females. I just don't want to see a girl wearing a maid outfit trying to show me upskirt in my recommended. I've blocked 786 of them, and there's just more and more. I've been trying to get it to stop, but it never ends. It never fucking ends. I just want to watch a Fallout stream without being recommended some simp magnet chick trying to milk a click out of me. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. You're like, I got my two websites, my porn and non-porn. I want them separate.
Yeah, you got your chocolate and my peanut butter. Yeah, it's like this guy's doing like a highly righteous path of blocking over 700 streamers just so he doesn't have to see them. Like, look, that's not what I'm here for. Okay, I want to see a 300-pound guy playing Doom 3 and having a conniption. I don't need to see some ladies.
I just want to see a guy play a generic first-person shooter that I could easily find 10 billion of those online. And I'm pissed off about it.
That, to be honest with you, if a woman was like shaking her tits around on us, that would be the only reason I would watch a stream. If there was just a big set of jugs bouncing around.
Yeah, just a hefty set of, just a good solid balcony just jumping around. Yeah, I can't imagine otherwise watching some guy who doesn't make eye contact playing a video game. Don't need to see it, but apparently a lot of people do, and including,
and they love it.
As we'll see from your next post, there's one guy who's become a billionaire off of it.
Yeah, that gentleman's name is PewDiePie, aka Felix Kjellberg. Yeah, that's right. He has more subscribers than anyone else on YouTube, and he's been in some trouble over the years. So a now deleted user went to r Explain Both Sides, terrific subreddit, to ask, is PewDiePie racist? I haven't watched him in 4 to 6 years. Now all I hear is bad things, and I'm confused. I want to hear both sides so I can form an opinion. And another deleted user replied, one side is the media doing their usual slandering of anyone who doesn't share their worldviews. No, that's not whining or biased or anything. It's genuinely what media outlets do these days. Pew's side is that he said a word on the internet and apologized even though he didn't need to. And user Eggplant Parmy responded, are you really implying that he shouldn't have had to apologize for calling someone he was reacting angrily to the N-word? Or were you referring to something else? So the incident in question, PewDiePie recently angrily used the N-word during a live stream that has since been seen by millions. In the now deleted video, Kjellberg was streaming himself playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Furious at another player during a tense moment in the gameplay, the influential gaming personality said, what a fucking N-word. Jeez, oh my god, what the fuck? Sorry, but what the fuck? What a fucking N-word. I don't mean that in a bad way.
I mean, to his credit, to be a professional video game streamer, and this is the first time this has come up, like, give him a medal for it not popping up many times previously. Again, never watched anything from this guy. He has 109 million subscribers.
That's insane to me. I wonder what's like the median age on that. There has to be like a ton of kids, I'd have to think.
It's so foreign to me. His number one most watched video has 281 million views on it. These are just He uploaded a video 8 hours ago. It has 2 million views already on it. It's just so foreign to me. I don't see. He's like, looks wise, he just looks like a normal person. There's nothing particularly interesting looking.
Yeah, no.
Maybe he's funny, but he's just playing like Minecraft and shit. Like, why would people watch that?
I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't even like fucking playing video games as is. So I completely don't understand wanting to watch anybody doing it. So fuck it.
Yeah, I guess he might be funny. I don't know. I guess we'll. Hey, sound off below what you think about.
He's foreign. He's like, what is he? Norwegian or something? So they're, he's got
that's probably what.
Swedish chef kind of thing going for him. So
yeah, gawk at the weirdo. That's what we love to do. Well, speaking of all that, a streamer named Sweet Anita got into some trouble recently, and people called for her to be kicked off of Twitch. What happened? Well, in her own words, from Twitter, huge thanks to everyone who has been patiently explaining Tourette's syndrome to folks who have been confused or outraged by my N-word controversy on Twitter and Reddit. The more people who understand, the safer life becomes with people with Tourette's. I'm trying my best in this situation, but honestly, it's likely to happen again. The more people pressure me not to say it, the more my condition latches onto the phrase. It never used to be a tick before Twitch, but chat has been intentionally triggering it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this gal, who seems to actually have a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
In Tourette's syndrome, late 90s classic fun thing to make fun of for people was the idea that, wow, you just like say cuss words you don't even mean to? That's so funny. It turns out there's people like in her chats while she's streaming that are just saying the N-word over and over again, and then she's just can't help but say it. Which
triggered
is
to say it.
Very funny to me.
Well, the thing is, this chick is constantly getting canceled and constantly having to like do apologies because of it. Which personally, if I were someone who had a disorder that like physically caused me to say stuff like "I want to suck a big fat meaty cock" every 2 minutes, I'd probably choose a different hobby or revenue stream
as opposed to just your inner monologue, just saying that. But yeah.
Sorry. That I'm able to push down. Yeah. I don't think streaming would be the way for me to go if that was the case.
Yeah. I mean, certainly. And several people pointed that out. And then that was, if you go to like the Twitter thread, it's a fun mixture of an interesting soup of different types of wokeness. There's the ones who are like, how dare you make fun of a disabled person? She needs to say the N-word as much as possible. And then there's... And then there's the people who are like, look, I understand you have a problem, but can you just like turn off the voice thing when you feel like something like that's coming on? And then someone attacking them like, how dare you try to...
It's so ableist.
It's like, that's so ableist. And then people are just like, look, I want to watch a stream without hearing you scream the N-word a whole bunch of times. And then... It's a funny condition to have in this environment, which is
I know
it's so perfect for it.
God damn. Become a podcaster. People really like you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I've been itching to say it many times.
Oh boy, have you ever?
I've said it at least once. So
yeah, but you bleeped it out.
But you got to hear it in all its glory. That was the MMA episode. Well, because Christian decided that he didn't want to record that episode that day, so he had to do it twice. Look, Christian likes to do his own thing, and sometimes that means not doing the one thing he actually has to do.
Okay. Hey!